Hey everyone, I just finished watching the video and I thought that it was really interesting how they said that over 100,000 people have ataxia in the United States, and that FA is when your mind is untouched but it damages the strength in your body, such as your balance and your ability to walk and talk, and that it eventually can take your lives. So the first case was about the Bodie sisters, Samantha and Alex, and it was really interesting because the mom said that they started off with a perfect life, and Samantha fell over in karate, and she would start to lose her balance and walk into sides of doors. And a lot of her mom's friends said that the mom was just seeing things, and the mom just went to the neurologist, and she found out that Samantha was diagnosed with a progressive neurologic disorder, and she said that they should take family vacations now and be happy that their wheelchairs would be paid for because everything was about to change in a short period of time. And I thought it was interesting that the neurologist made it seem almost so negative. Um, and in Samantha's case, she said that she loved being outside and running, and it kills her that she can't anymore. And Mom said that when she received the diagnosis, she had to mourn it for a little bit, and it was the biggest blow. And Sam said that it hurt her emotionally and physically. And she said that she didn't know what she did in her first life, that she doesn't deserve to have this now. And in Samantha's case, she mostly has problems with her balance and spine curvature. And in her sister Alex's case, she didn't understand it when she was first diagnosed. And in her case, she has major spine curvature and had to receive surgery to help fix it. And she also has rapid heartbeat. And she said that she dreamed of being a dancer, but it is now unrealistic to have that dream. And now her dream is to just be happy and accept the fact that she can't do everything herself. And in these cases, I thought it was so interesting to see how at first the mom was so upset about it and mourned it, and now she's trying to turn it into a positive experience and to help advocate and help the girls live normal lives. And she's very supportive because it showed her going with Alex to her speech therapy session, and she just explained how she helps the girls out so much by lifting them from their beds to the shower to the bathroom, taking them in and out of the car. And I thought this speech session was very interesting because that's right up our alley. And Mom described Alex's speech as difficult to understand, and Alex said that she just felt like it sounded different. And when she started speaking, I thought it was interesting because I thought her voice was very breathy, especially when she had to do the sigh, and I also thought she ran out of breath when she spoke in long sentences. The next case was of the twin boys, Ben and Alex, and their case was a little different because they were diagnosed at 16. So they had somewhat of normal lives before their diagnosis, but in their cases, they progressed very rapidly, and within 2 years, they were in wheelchairs. And in Ben's case, he had severe spine curve, and he opted to have surgery, which caused him to pass away due to his he was given too many fluids, and his heart just couldn't handle it. And I thought it was interesting the way that it was obviously a very upsetting time for them, but they're able to turn it around, and the mom was able to donate Ben's organs to research and to help find a cure and pinpoint the gene, which they did pinpoint the gene for FA. And his brother Alex also suffers from FA, but I thought it was interesting because he got a tattoo and he tries to live his life normal, and he got the tattoo Never Forget just to support his brother. And it seems like in both of these two cases, they both started off with very negative outlooks at everything, and now they're trying to turn it into something positive and help others learn from it. And the last case was of Donovan, who was diagnosed at a young age. And I thought it was interesting because his symptoms were not as severe. He has no heart problems. They explained him as having an unsteady gait, but he was able to walk around the house, although they used a wheelchair out in public. And they said that he had a mild spine curvature and that he was progressing very slowly. And in this case, they were very hopeful that they were able to find a cure eventually, and that he will be able to live a long and fulfilling life. And I thought it was interesting the way that the parents explained them as becoming almost selfless and better people from this experience. And Mom just explained it as you take one day at a time and you just learn from it. And I thought it was interesting to see how everyone was able to help each other, and they would have the meetings, and I think it was the twins were able to give their therapy dog to Donovan, which I thought was adorable that he was able to help him, and he was so in tune with Donovan and his emotions. And they would just have meetings together and support groups, which I thought was great. And I think that when you assess and treat individuals with ataxia, it's very different because everyone experiences different symptoms and progresses differently, which we saw in the many different cases from the video. And I think with children it's different because you get to teach them strategies early on, and you can help them try to live their life to the fullest. And you can teach them the strategies to help them as the disease progresses. Whereas with adults, it's more difficult because they're used to living such normal lives, and now everything's changing. So I think it's hard for them to have everything and then have it slowly taken away from them. But overall, I think it was really interesting to watch the video, and I loved being able to learn about everyone's different experiences and to learn more about the dysarthrias.